Welcome one and all to the first in a whole series of things that I'm doing with Hearthstone. It's King of the Hill, the Leicester University King of the Hill Hearthstone tournament. So the way this is going to work is I have started as the king, and we are playing a best of 5 game where each player gets to both pick and ban several cards. Sorry, not cards, classes. Then we play our best of 5. And the added bonus is if the loser, well, the loser must sing the theme song of the winner. So if I win, you may be hearing my opponent singing Simply the Best. So as you saw, I banned Mage because I know for a fact that this person plays aggro Mage fairly well, and I don't like fighting aggro Mage. So yeah, that's going to be the thing that we ban. And he's banned my warrior. So now I need to pick one class to play, and I think. So he's banned warrior. Ideally, I want to be playing shaman, handlock, or my tempo rogue. So those are the 3 that I like, and I also like druid. So I'm gonna pick druid first because it has a decent matchup against everything. And I know for a fact that he doesn't play shaman very much. So that's going to be my last pick. Also, if he picks shaman, I know how to counter it. I'm expecting him to pick probably warlock and rogue. That would be what I expect him to go for. And if he does go warlock rogue, then I'll be going probably for my shaman and also probably for a hunter. Because if he plays rogue, then he's picking paladin. That's interesting, actually. Okay, so that's probably going to be a quite defensive paladin, I think. I think it's going to be a version of this paladin. This is like a never die paladin. Like it's got like a pair of Guardian of Kings, Lay on Hands, 2 Holy Lights. Basically, it just outlasts. Yeah, and he's gone Warlock. Okay, so against those, I think it's probably going to be a handlock because he doesn't really play Zoo very much. So I'm thinking that we go for a token shaman, and I need to have a look at my tempo rogue, see how good I think it's going to be against like a never die paladin. I actually think this is going to be good against a paladin. I'll be able to sap the inevitable Tyrion. Hopefully that'll be good enough. What do I think he's going to pick? I think he might actually go hunter as his 3rd. So I think I'm going to go for shaman and rogue. So I'm working on the principle that both shaman and druid are a good matchup against the handlock, shaman especially so. The rogue should be a good matchup against something like a hunter or a priest, and hopefully hopefully the paladin. I might be tempted to add in another sap, run 2 saps, and what do I want to drop instead of for the second sap? I think I might drop that loot hoarder and take a second sap against him, and then those will be my decks, and he's going hunter, which was what we expected. Okay, so we have our 3 decks each, so it will be Druid, Shaman and Rogue versus Warlock, Hunter and Paladin for the very first King of the Hill match. I shall challenge him and hopefully we'll get underway. So here we are picking the first deck. Now he's got, I'm expecting Handlock, Control Paladin and Rush kind of Hunter. I think he could definitely open with a Hunter, in which case I don't want to open with the Tempo Rogue. I think the Druid has the best chance against all three of them, so that'll be the one that I'm going to be picking. I'd imagine he's probably going to open up with not the Paladin or Hunter, whichever one the other one was. Warlock. I'd imagine that's what he's going to open with. Am I right? No, he's opening with his Paladin. Okay, I suppose that's a good matchup for me. I quite like playing this Paladin. It has the ability to get kills very, very quickly. Okay. Definitely keep the Harvest Golem, probably keep the Wrath. And the Druid of the Claw, that's okay. We can work with that. What I will do is I'll also turn up the volume, because no volume is terrible. Let's just check that I am in fact recording the sound, which I am. Right. Okay, so yeah, it's slow Paladin, what we expected.
I am sorry. I am sorry. I am sorry.
Okay, so the emotes are coming out early. No great surprises there.
Reporting for duty.
So we have our answer to things like Tyrion, we have our Black Knight. We're getting a lot of late game cards fairly early on. But we can deal with that. So turn 4 we can perhaps Wrath a 3/3 or Wrath a 3/2 and then hit the 1/1. And also hero power.
Reporting for duty.
Okay, I want to keep the recruits preferably on a kind of low level. No need to Wrath.
For the wild. Can't do that.
We'll hit him for some more. Okay, I don't think he'll be running things like Blessing of Kings. If he does run Blessing of Kings, then we can still kill that with Wrath plus Harvest Golem.
Not on my watch.
Okay, if he's running Argent Protectors, okay, so he's going to be running Blood Knight. I'm expecting that to come up next. Yep. No great surprises there. So now we just have to think of a way of getting rid of 6/6 Blood Knight. I'm thinking perhaps that we silence it. That's an option. We can hit it, but I don't really want to be hitting it. I think silencing it to make it a 3/3 is quite nice. It burns a Divine Shield, which is quite cool. And then next turn we can play one of our charged creatures, so that'll get silenced. And then we'll just keep controlling him. So now we have two different ways of dealing with that. True Silver Champion comes out. I'm not running anything like Leroy or Harrison Jones in this deck. Not running Harrison Jones or Ooze. So he's going to be getting value off of his True Silvers. Okay, so this turn, actually that's a perfect draw. So we Wrath it for 1. And then we play our Yeti out. Unless of course we get something better. Nope. Okay. So, now we're getting into the real strength of this deck. We can play our Ancient of Law next turn, or we can just plop down something like a Cairn or an Argent Commander to the face, just to try and put a little bit more health pressure on. We have our way of dealing with Tyrion. The Black Knight is going to be exclusively used for Tyrion. because there is no other real way of removing it. If he's hitting the Yeti in the face, that's fine by me. So it's going to end up doing 6 damage, and he has a Sword of Justice as well. So it's like a maximum sword deck, which is fine by me. So this turn we'll play the Druid of the Claw, I think. Obviously in taunt mode. And we'll hit him in the face with the Yeti. So in this deck, you may be surprised to see that there are 2 Force of Natures and 2 Savage Roars, which I'm hoping is going to be really useful in surprising him, because I can use Force of Nature, I can use Savage Roar more liberally, and they may not necessarily expect it. Because, I mean, the good thing is at the moment he's still at a stage, like he was at a stage there at 21 health, where if I had pulled the good combo, he could easily be dead. Okay, so this turn I think we can play Argent Commander, run that into that and run in the Yeti, and then Hero Power his face. The Yeti has already traded reasonably well. It's traded for 1 charge on his weapon. This also might bait out a Consecrate, because if he Consecrates this board, I'm fine. It leaves me with a 4/4 with Taunt. It also leaves me with all my big creatures still in my hand. I've got a lot of my biggest creatures here. I think the only Ancient of Law's the biggest. I think the next biggest is Cenarius. Oh, is Stampeding Kodo going to come out? That's what I'm expecting. Yep. No great surprises there. So now the 4/2 trades for the 4/4 quite nicely. And let's think, how do we want to make it a little bit better? I suppose we play the other Druid of the Claw, at least with 4 mana, possibly play a Harvest Golem as well. Is that big enough to bring out a Consecrate? Probably not, especially if we trade. So we'll play the Druid of the Claw, obviously we're playing it in bear form again, and we'll play our other Harvest Golem. Still leaves us with a lot of our big creatures, gives us a lot of chance to draw cards, to gain health, so I'm reasonably happy about the position that I'm in. I've also burnt 1 of his Guardian of Kings, don't know whether he runs 2. He'll have a Lay on Hands and probably 2 Holy Lights for me to get through. That's now quite scary, although we can deal with it, so it's not utterly terrible, because that's a couple of cards that he's burning, that's also his whole turn. So I'm not too worried about burning this other Argent Commander. So my thoughts are, you burn the Argent Commander and the Golem, or do we burn a... actually, I'm probably going to burn Force of Nature. Make him think I've got a poor hand. So the Force of Nature runs into that, then 2 of them run into that for 4, so we want to be burning this on here. So we'll play the Force of Nature, make him think I have a poor hand, then the Harvest Golem trades for that, and then the Force of Nature kills that, and we can hit him again. So it still leaves us with slight board control. We only have 1 more charge of the weapon to get through, which is fine. Unfortunately, we still have both Innovates and both Wild Growths left in the deck, so not perhaps getting the best use of those, but what we are getting use of with the Innovates is the ability to play 2 6-drops in a turn, which is really nice. This game is probably going to be the slowest, and it's probably going to end up going to fatigue, to be brutally honest. It wouldn't surprise me at all if this game went to fatigue. I think we'll play the Wild Growth, because 2 mana, draw a card is perfectly fine. If we don't get the card we want, we can play our Azure Drake, but the Yeti is possibly better, because he'll have another True Silver. That'll leave us 2 short though. I'm wondering whether to play Cairn in this situation. I actually think we do play Cairn here. It's more mana efficient, and it gives him. This is here to bait out one of his other big removals. So we've already seen 1 Aldor Peacekeeper, so that means he's got 1 more Aldor Peacekeeper, possibly a Humility as well. Another Sword of Justice, that's really interesting. Okay. I actually think that might be big enough to Black Knight. It's, after all, it is basically a Tyrion. I actually think that we should be burning on that.
None
and I think we just put on the pressure and we play our Yeti. So we actually have 17 damage next turn available. If we draw a Savage Roar, then we win. That's fine by me. I probably shouldn't have played that Yeti because of that, but I still have Bane, which is fine. Innovate, not a great help here, but we're starting to get into a bit of a poor situation now. I don't want to be playing my Ancient of Law. We get this free card, which I think we'll take advantage of. See what we pull. Wow. Okay. Okay. I think we actually have to take 5 to the face, but that's okay. We can do that. So we take 5 to the face, hit shield off, and then we trade in like that. That leaves us 4-2 on the board. Probably not worth consecrating. Still on 28 health with both Ancient of Laws in the deck. The only problem I'm perhaps worrying about now is card draw, but I think we're okay for the moment. Okay, so that's the other charge on his Sword of Justice gone. His other Blood Knight gone as well, which is nice, and that's actually it for his turn. Okay. I'm actually going to go for the Azure Drake here, because if we draw... if we had drawn... what was it, Savage Roar, we would have straight up beaten him there. Okay, so let's think how we want to do this. We're going to need 9, so that puts us 3 plus 4, that only gives us 7. So if we Wrath, we can't actually get the full combo out. But I think Wrathing is actually a good option here. What do we want to kill though? I think you Wrath the 2-2. Why should you Wrath the... No, you Wrath the 2-2. That gets us an Ancient of Law, and then we'll trade this in, and we'll hit him again. So that's... He still has 1 victory condition left on this deck, and that is his Tyrion, I believe. He probably still has Avenging Wraths in here, maybe? But we're now at a stage where if I draw Savage Roar, I win, and there's 2 of them left in the deck, so it's a 1 in 4 chance. Oh, he could of course taunt that up, which would be kind of scary. No, okay, Savage Roar, I think that wins it. I think that does win it. It's 6 plus 12, which is 18. And that is the first victory in the King of the Hill tournament, game number 2, and we're going to be playing our Druid once more because we have to. I predict the Hunter will come out against this one. I think he'll want to. I think he'll want to try and beat me before I can ramp up properly, but he hasn't seen either of my Innovates or my Ancient of Laws. This is pretty poor against a Hunter. it's going to be pretty much face hunter, so we're going to be looking for those early game cards. Not quite getting them, but the Keeper of the Grove is a nice card because it basically trades 3 for 1 against hunters. Force of Nature, not that helpful, but then again he's not going to be having any taunt to stop me from getting that combo, so basically I need to get him down to 14 health as quickly as possible. Of course, we're going to have to be facing up against the hunter, which is tough, especially when we have these cards. I mean, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, it's pretty much done. But hopefully we can start getting some. We've got our big cards for when we need them. It's just a shame we're getting all the big cards at the moment. We're already going low. I actually think that we're going to Keeper of the Grove to the face because we need the damage, and presence is good. Like, ball presence is going to be really good against this. We have our big taunt ready, so this turn's going to hurt. I'm assuming he's going to play a trap. And then he's probably just going to steady shot. Now, what would that be? I'm assuming it's most likely going to be misdirection. That's an option. It could be explosive. Either way, we want to be hitting him. We have no way of dealing with this bow, so it's going to be a problem. Yeah, there we go. And now we play our Druid of the Floor. Now, biggest question. Do we go Taunt or Bear form? What does he have for 3 damage? He could hit it and play another explosive or misdirection. I'm actually tempted to go for the charge here. I want to put some real pressure on him. We've got quite a bit of damage available. And in my experience of playing Hunter, you need to either ramp up quickly and get the taunts out, or you need to beat him down. And since we haven't got any of the ramp tools available, we need to be beating on him. If he plays dogs here, that's actually really good because we have the swipe available. 3 mana. What do you play for 3 mana? Scavenging. Interesting. Okay. And I'm assuming he's going to hit me in the face with the bow. Yeah. Okay. So... Oh, still has a mana. Okay. I think this turn we want to be swiping, and I actually think we want to be hero powering because it does more damage, we keep stuff on the field. Hero power takes us down to 15, bow takes us down to 12. 6 mana, how much damage can he do? Can he do 12? I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit. Or do we play Force of Nature, actually? Force of Nature kills that, gets 4 damage on him. No, swipe is better. So we hero power. Scavenging Hyena. Swipe his face, then hit him for 6. Because it basically means he's dead next turn.
Well played.
Has he got me? Has he actually got me from 15? That's quite impressive if he does. I'm intrigued. 6 mana deal, lots of damage. Is the dogs coming out? Hunter's Mark? Kill command. Oh, please. Oh, that's nice. He's kill commanding that. And Arcane shot that. Okay, so how much damage do we have this turn? That's the biggest question. Oh, okay. So... Oh my goodness. Wow. So he's dead in 2 turns. But I think what we want to be doing... He's got... Do we go up to 20 health? That's a question.
I wonder.
It's a tough choice. Can he kill me from 20 health with 7 mana? The chances are probably not. Or, hang on, if we... Force of Nature? There's 4 damage to him, takes him down to 7. 5 next turn. So we're not... So, is there a way that I can kill him next turn? I think we play this. Gets 5/5 on the board. We have the cards that we need, so I think just trying to put him out of range for the moment is a good option. He's not going to be gaining health, so the 14 damage that I have on turn 8, sorry, on turn 9, is dead, basically. Okay, trap. Could very well be misdirection. We don't want it to be misdirection. Misdirection wouldn't be good. I actually think we play Ancient of Lore again. He's dead next turn. He doesn't get that extra hit on the bow. He's now got to kill me from 23 health, which isn't easy. He's dead this turn. It could be explosive. What happens if it's explosive? How do we deal with it if it's explosive? Oh, okay, it's Misha, so that deals with that. Another swipe here would be amazing. Oh, wow. That taunt. Wow. Okay, that's fine. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I actually think we, oh, I don't know what to do.
What to do?
I actually think that we burn us, I actually think we go Force of Nature, Savage Roar. Hits that, and then, yeah, I actually think that's good. We have another Savage Roar, it's not a problem. That deals with those insanely well.
Well played.
And... Ah, he's beaten! Aha! Awesome! Nice, nice, nice! There we go! There's the win! It clearly was... It might have been... What was it? Snipe? I don't know. Anyway, come back to the third game. And hopefully final game in the series. So far, my druid is unbeaten.
Elfurion versus Gul'dan.
So it's a warlock.
Shall be mine.
What's the betting that seeing as what's the betting he's made like a dumb, silly zoo? I'm gonna keep the wild growth and the swipe. For it's a really odd keeper, but there is a reason behind it. Swipe if it's zoo, wild growth if it's not. We have a way of dealing with either. Yeah. So we play wild growth on 2, which means we can play keeper on 4, as it were. It's a handlock. Okay, which means we need to be keeping that keeper of the grove super secret. And we'll be wild growthing this turn then. And I think we might even wild growth next turn as well.
Well played.
It gives us 4 next turn. Actually, we might coin out that Zodrake. What's he got for 4 damage? Soulfire. Or we could just play Yeti. Yeti is a super good card. And it's massively underestimated, even at higher levels. Love playing the Yeti, it's just so hard to deal with. There are very few things that are as value. There are very few things that are as efficient as it. Seeing as though this is handlock, We could swipe, go in with the Yeti. That would leave us with 1. We could go up to 4 again, or we could coin out another wild growth. Which puts us on turn 7. Wow, okay. So we could actually get Cenarius out next turn, should we pull it. Sick is what that is. Wow, he's in such pain right now. I am super pleased with this start. Okay. And we can take 4 damage, well 3 damage. Basically that's a Lethano. So that's 1 Drake, 1 Giant, so that we have 3 Giants to deal with and 1 more Drake. Possibly Alexstrasza, possibly Jiraxxus. So he has 6 finishers, and there's also Leroy, so he has 5 finishers left. 5 finishers. I think this turn we play out Argent and just run at the face, put some pressure on him. Because that's going to put him on 16, so Molten Giants still aren't actually that fantastic. And that Drake's going to have to clear something. In fact, he's almost just flat out dead next turn. If we pull the Savage Roar, I think he's actually dead. He certainly can't tap.
I wonder.
I think it'd be very difficult for him to tap. Do we win if he doesn't kill both? I mean, he's going to kill both, but he should be able to kill both. How do you deal with the Argent Commander, I wonder? Maybe hit with the Drake Hellfire Mortal Coil? That seems reasonable. Ah, Siphon Soul, of course. I'd forgotten about those. Okay, that's fine. Ancient of Lore is good here. Or we just play... Actually, Argent Commander as your Drake really puts the pressure on. We'll play the Drake first. Okay. So that puts him on 15, which means he's dead next. He's basically dead next turn. He can't tap again, which is really good for me. But he's already on 10 cards, so why would he tap? He needs to taunt up. He has to taunt up.
Shields up.
Okay, there's the taunt. Okay, so now we have to... Big Game Hunter. Okay, so we'll play this with some cards. One of them and one of them. Cool. So... Nah, there's no... Or is there? Take 8 damage. Nah. That seems the most sensible play to me. He's still dead next turn, I think. Yeah, he's still dead next turn. He still has to keep clearing. Like he's at a stage where he just has to keep clearing the board, I think. Or he could Siphon Soul again. That could be annoying.
I bring life.
Ah, okay. This game is going to be very, very quick. Can we deal with it? Okay. He's on 10, basically. Black Knight doesn't deal it. If we Savage Roar Force of Nature, that goes up to 7, so that kills that. That takes him down to 1. Oh my goodness, he's on 1. Hang on, that goes up to 7. I do 9 damage that way. Okay, that doesn't work. I think... We can clear that and take him down to 1. I think that's the best chance we have. Or do we actually even take him down to 1? Oh, hang on, we're Force of Nature, so 2 Force of Natures run into that. That leaves us with 9... it leaves us 4 plus 7, I don't think it's enough, but I think it's the only chance that we have. So that runs into there, runs into there. 11, that does 13 damage. I think we have to clear. No, he's going to have... If he has Leroy, he has Leroy. I think we have to go for it. I think he's got me. It wouldn't surprise me. Soulfire. Please, no Soulfire. Of course, Leroy. Yep. And Power Overwhelming for the BM, and the Faceless as well. Ah, Soulfire. Right, okay. Wow, such BM. Okay. Okay, that's fine. We can live with that. I actually think that's quite good. Okay, so 2-1 is the score. Join us again for the final game. Now, I've decided to go for a Tempo Rogue for two reasons. Number one, I think it has the worst chance against this deck. I think it could struggle, and that's why I'm playing it, because it allows me to see more of his deck. I think I can pretty much guess what's in his deck, but at the same time I want to make damn certain I know what's in his deck. And I think my Shaman has a better chance. I know how to play my Shaman more. I trust it more, so I feel as though I can deal with the handlock more with the Shaman than the Rogue. I trust my Shaman. Don't trust my Rogue as much, because I'm like, as you can see, I don't have golden saps. No such thing as a golden sap in my deck. Okay, he also has the coin, which means possibly turn 3, that's a really, really big card here. Now, I'm wondering whether to play the SI7 without actually comboing it, because I want to get damage out. How many cards does he have? He has 8 now. Now, I actually think that we combo out the SI7. The 2 damage isn't going to do much. I think it's important to try and beat him down before he can get real board presence. If he taps, I can use the sap to make him burn cards. This is going to be a Twilight Drake, I assume. Yeah, and that's all his turn is. Okay, so he has 7 this turn. I can make him go up to 9. I can slow down that Twilight Drake. I think that's what we want to do. It basically burns both. It basically burns the coin for him, and we can deal with that later. I quite like dealing with Twilight Drakes later.
Hey, lights out.
Let the beatdown continue. Ideally, he plays Giant. That is the ideal play here. That would be fantastic for me. There it is. There is the ideal play. Okay.
I've got the beast in my sights.
Here we go.
Hey, lights out.
So that puts him on 18. I can't remember. I think, yeah, there's definitely Leroy in this deck. So we can get him down to 10 next turn, but which unfortunately means 3 Giants for him. We don't want him to play 3 Giants. Okay, there's the Twilight Drake. Fairly reasonable. How much damage have we got this turn? 7, 8. We can take him down. That does an extra 4. So we've got 12 damage. That takes him down to 6. Unfortunately, that's a minion. I think we go for it.
Hey, lights out.
Gotcha.
There are so many ways we can finish him.
Here we go.
There are so many ways that I can finish in this deck. He's in Leroy range. We've got really good solid cards. It basically, I'm trying to stop him from tapping. He gets 3 Moltons, which is a shame, but he's only on turn 6. So the chances of him having all the necessary giants is quite low, hopefully. He also can't...
Shields up.
Okay, so he's going to taunt that up, and he's going to trade.
Was a mistake.
I think it possibly might... Oh, dearie me. Yep, that was a mistake. Yep, that was a mistake. Did we actually kill him? 8 damage. 8 damage is what we have. 8 damage is what we have. I think we go for that. I think we play the Azure Drake first, because we could get something better. Deadly Poison, that's really nice to see.
Hey, lights out.
Here we go.
Played.
So that leaves him on 1. Hopefully, we can win from here. Him being at 1 health is something that there's a Blade Flurry. A Blade Flurry will kill him. Many things should kill him, but I'm terrified about Taunt. Please don't play a Taunt. No Taunt. No Taunt. No. No. No Taunt. Please have no Taunt. I done goofed. Huh? I'm intrigued. Oh, he might...
Wonder.
He had a Defender of Argus. Holy crap, that would have been annoying to deal with, but we'd have still beaten him. And there it is! 3-1 victory! And in a minute you'll get to hear him singing the theme tune. Thank you for watching. Here is bubblesaur singing the theme tune. Whenever you're ready, we'll begin. So you say go, and we'll start the video.
Alright, let's go.
Good luck.
That's what I get for losing. I actually deserve this though. Oh, you when... I don't even know the intro bit. You come to me, wild and wild.
Good stuff, keep it going.
What is this bit? Give me everything I need. Promises and a world of dreams. Speak a language of love like you know what it means. And can't be wrong. In my heart and make it strong, baby. You're simply the best. Better than all the rest. Better than anyone. Better than ever met. I'm stuck on your heart. I hang on every word you say. Tear us apart, but I would rather be there.
I think you can finish there. Congratulations
You
on
can
your
even see the
forfeit.
last the word on the bottom there.
Well, congratulations, you have successfully completed in the first King of the Hill.
Successfully humiliated myself
Yeah.
twice.